Hello there, lads and lassies. Welcome to Scottish Geeks now. Some of you may or may not know that I'm a bit older than a lot of people think I am. I'm 38, which means I grew up in the 80s. And as a child of the 80s, I grew up with a cartoon called Thundercats. Actually, I grew up with a whole ton of cartoons. Excuse me, I'm going to bring my microphone up a bit. I grew up with a whole ton of cartoons: Transformers, Thundercats, G.I. Joe, or Action Force as it was called in the UK. And growing up with these cartoons sort of gave you the sense of like how cartoons should be, and yeah, they were silly, yeah, there was these weird moral things that they had to put at the end of the kids shows, etc., but they were great shows. And then when I discovered that Thundercats had a remake back in 2011, I thought, great. Unfortunately, it got cancelled. Now, Thundercats is being remade again, and it's going to be called Thundercats Roar. Now, I've not seen the trailer for it yet. I've seen people talking about it. So, what we're going to do just now is, first off, I'm going to look back and with my nostalgic eyes, check out the original trailer from Thundercats from the 1980s from when I was a kid. So, if you guys want to join me in watching that, let's watch that now. You can tell, like, just from the intro that show was supposed to be an action-packed, epic, like, it really was epic. I mean, come on, like, if the pilot's been lost to time, basically. You could probably find it on YouTube somewhere, but, I mean, the whole premise behind the show, I mean, like, they come from a dying planet. Their world was destroyed utterly. They were the last surviving members of their race, and they had to, like, Lionel had to be forcibly turned from a boy into a man in order to, become this great leader, but the only person able to wield the Sword of Omens. And then they're up against all these mutants and everything. Yeah, it got sillier later on in the series and stuff like that, but it just had this sort of sense of adventure and action, but also this sort of melancholy because they'd been separated from their home, and they were in this brand new world. They didn't know anything. They didn't know what to do. They had to set up a base. They had to make friends with the locals. They had to discover that there was this evil taking over the planet, and they had to help people they didn't even know in order to survive. And it was just an epic show. I mean, I don't know if that's a nostalgia eyes thing, but that's just how I remember it. I mean, it was pretty big stuff for a kid back then. Anyway, right, without further ado, we are going to check out this Thundercats Roar. I am so looking forward to this because, I mean, I've heard the guy who creating this show is a huge fan. He grew up with the Thundercats as well, and he was quoted to have said that this is the Thundercats that he wanted to see as a kid. So I'm looking forward to some major action, some major battles, some like proper drama and things like that. Some of the stuff that we're actually missing from a lot of the kids shows these days, which I think should be there. So without further ado, let's check this out. What in the hell? What in the hell? What have they done? What have they done? I'm sorry, what the hell was that? I just told you guys, didn't I, about the story, the planet was destroyed, drama, new world, dangerous aliens. What the hell was that? Who greenlit this? Okay, so I've just been on Twitter. I just checked some of the comments out. People saying this is a cartoon for 6-year-olds. We shouldn't be so uppity about it. I was 6 when I first watched Thundercats, the original. Okay? This is a travesty. If they're really running out of ideas on Cartoon Network, make something new. Do not trash a damn good story. I need to check this guy out. I need to see. There's a full announcement thing I need to check this out.
Hey there, everyone. My name's Lion-O, and
No,
I'm the star.
No. Hang on. I'm still looking for you guys.
Of a new show called Thundercats Roar. Wait, you don't know what a Thundercat is? Well, let's start small. I'm a Thundercat, and this is my magic slicing stick, Sword of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight.
No. I'm gonna skip ahead a bit. I'm gonna see if I can find what the guy's like. Okay, I found the guy. Okay, Victor Courtright. Okay, I'm gonna play what he says here. Hang on.
I grew up watching Thundercats. My older brothers were super into it. I watched a bunch of it when I was a kid and sort of stuck with me for a long time.
I had to take a minute there just to consider what this guy's saying. So we're going to continue with what he's saying here. Hang on.
I think that the world that they built lends itself really well to comedy.
The world that they built lends itself really well to comedy. Like I said, doomed planet. Last of their species, everyone they know and loved is dead. Comedy. Let's hear that again.
I think that the world that they built lends itself really well to comedy.
Yeah. You heard right. Comedy.
This show is all about praise and love of the original. So, as a fan, I'll say that this is the Thundercats show that I want. So hopefully you do too.
This show is all about praise and love of the original. This guy looks like he's barely in his 20s. I don't know if this is like... This isn't April, is it? I mean, I get it, I do. He wants to create something unique, something uniquely him. But to me, this just looks like a complete dumbing down of the animation. I honestly think that kids these days, they deserve a better quality of animation. And yes, there are shows that look like that out there that are exceptionally good. I mean, look at what Butch Hartman does. Butch Hartman does a lot of great shows, but things like Thundercats and Transformers and everything like that, they have this sort of genre behind them, this sort of gravitas that does not lend itself well to this kind of animation. But again, I haven't seen the show yet. I could give it a chance. I mean, it's not out until next year. There's plenty of time for them to, show us what they've got. And I, for one, I will check it out. I will check it out. For the purposes of a review, I'll check it out. I will not stick my head in the sand. I will actually watch one of the episodes and I will see what it's like. Because for all I know, this intro sequence and all that, it might not show the whole tone of the show. But from what I've seen here, I don't think it looks that promising. And just for posterity's sake, we're going to watch this new intro one more time. And I'm going to leave the part in with Lion-O this time. Okay, I'm ready.
Wow, that was fun! Who knew making animation was so complicated? Now, what do you say we watch a little video clip? Actually, I don't have any idea what this thing is. Let's see if it works like this! Yep, guess
Okay.
it does.
Yeah.
I mean, no. I can't. Anyway, guys, let me know what your opinions are in the description, in the comments below. If you share this on Twitter or whatever, you can say things like, Derek's got the right idea, this doesn't look that great, or, oh, damn you, Derek, this looks fantastic. Just use your opinions. This is my opinion. I want to hear your opinions. Alright, guys? But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. But until then, bye-bye.